Hi, welcome back to First Time Playthroughs. I am currently using the Penetrator to, fuck you.
What did she do?
I don't know. Can I break windows with this?
Yep. That, you missed. There you go.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Excuse me. Get off the fucking phone. Do my work. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even hit it, and it just
Oh, he's pissed at you. Oh, now he's dead.
I will fucking take out. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to answer that yet. Alright, so yeah, like she said, welcome back to our first time playthrough of Saints Row the Third Remastered.
Always feels good to kick ass.
I'm sure it does, Laura Bailey. In the last episode, we did some missions with Pierce, like Guardian Angel and City Takeover and drug trafficking. So that was a good time. You learn the basic mechanics of how taking over the city works between buying properties, completing activities, taking down gang operations, collectibles, all that sort of stuff.
Everybody else scared except this fucking cunt right here.
But
Can
yeah,
I pick her up?
No.
Stupid.
So what you can do if you go back into the main hall, if you go back into the main hall, there's Johnny Gad on the keyboard cat monitor. It's Johnny Cat.
That's beautiful.
No, grab her. Oh, you can't because she's crouched. Go back to the main area. Just go back to somewhere where you see someone that's standing and grab her. Okay, now run to the helipad out front. So go left, and then go, yeah. Yeah, take her out to the helipad. Nope, go through the pool. Yeah, I don't believe it's possible to ever actually drown in this game, so... Also, you will not be using the helipad until you actually unlock helicopter, because I don't want you to use the DLC items.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know where I was going with this. You know what to do.
How do I do
Triangle. Well, she's gone. You should jump off after her. Jump off after her. Do it. You're gonna want to open that. So what the game just told you to do there was set a base jumping target. The next time you're up high in the sky and you do a jump like that, I want you to actually activate that, because that is another example of a side diversion in this game.
Where's her body?
Probably that way. Somewhere. Oh, there it is, in the middle of the road. Oh, the police officer's inspecting her. Oh, nope, never mind. Wait, let's see what he does. Oh, not my problem. Well, that's gonna piss off the police officer. Ooh, there's that car you wanted, I'm pretty sure. That a Raycaster? No, that's not a Raycaster, never mind. But yeah, so, I don't know what you want to do. If you want to go ahead and maybe do some...
Oh, look, it's a homeless man. Sit up when I'm talking to you.
Good job, you pissed off the police.
That's alright. Andre 3000?
That guy is way too old to be Andre 3000. You missed.
That's gonna piss me off. Get over here.
I can't deal with this fighting. Oh, nice.
Oh my god, alright.
You ruined that guy's hot dog. I love how the police is like shooting those innocent civilians. Nice one. So yeah, I don't know if you want to do some activities, or if you want to go find some gang operations, or if you want to do the next Pierce mission. Really, it's up to you what you decide to do. I just think we, should try to make progress each part, so we don't have a part where we don't, do anything.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. Alright, so this is a mission that I think is really going to start to show you the kind of fun you can have in Saints Row.
You're saying we drop a few pipe bombs under them?
Fuck that. I'm saying we use a tank.
This may be the best idea you've ever had.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I said, Saints Row is a very, very wacky and insane game, and this activity coming up is the first instance of that. I'm not
Excuse
gonna...
me. Pardon me.
You're an excellent bus driver, I gotta say. Everyone on board the bus will be...
kids in it.
Well, everyone on board the bus will, you'll be on time, which is good. You're considering their feelings on this. Oof.
I'll report your license plate number.
That's not even your car.
Ow!
Yeah, I do love a lot of the random voice clips that you can hear in this game. Like GTA, the team at Volition bothered to get a bunch of different people to do a bunch of random, NPC voices around the city, so you can hear some really funny lines.
So can I not climb up, like, gates and stuff?
You cannot climb up those fences because they have the barbed wire at the top, but you can climb up fences that don't. Okay, now you're gonna want to go and...
She's fucking eating that paper!
Okay, so this is Tank Mayhem. You have a minigun and the actual tank grenade launcher, rocket launcher, whichever.
Do I get money for all this?
No, you don't get money. What that is measuring the damage you're doing, the property damage. So you've done $40,000 worth of property damage to the city. So basically, the mission of Tank Mayhem, and this is not the only instance of mayhem in Saints Row. This is an activity that was originally in 2. But in this game, you actually get to use a tank to destroy things. You want to do $125,000 worth of property damage. Gas stations are a great spot for that. Another thing I recommend for mayhem activities is you want to look for fences or a bunch of things on the street, like mailboxes and newspaper dispensers and things like that. Those red targets, if you blow them up, they are worth more than a regular target. And that combo meter down in the bottom right, as you build up the combo, things become worth more, and you want to keep it going as long as possible. Obviously, the more things you blow up, the number goes up, and the more things you blow up, the faster the meter will deplete. But yeah, you had no trouble doing that.
Oh, I did it?
Yeah. So that was the easy mode version. There are 2 others. There's a medium and a hard instance. So if you want to go do those, by all means, you can go do them.
What are you doing? Sheik is just looking at me like, I'm not eating this paper. Not at all, Mom.
Yeah, so you've already got 25% of the Morningstar district in downtown taken over, which is good.
Cool.
So like it said, you unlocked 2 more instances. If you want to pull up your map really quick, go to map, and then you can now see 2 more tank icons. If you have to zoom in to be able to see it, but you see a tank icon there and another one slightly down to the south. So you have 2 more tank mayhem activities. If you want to go do them, or you can hold off, it's up to you.
Is this one?
That's the grayed out one's the one you just did.
Oh, okay. And the
So
other
that's
one's
hard, and the other one's medium. But I don't think any of the tank mayhem activities will give you any trouble. And then yeah, you also have a Pierce mission you can do as well.
Sure thing, dog.
Yeah. Also, another thing, if you pull up your phone really quick and go to cash, let's see if you have any hourly income in there. There you go. So you just got $5,000 because, like I said, you get money every 15 minutes, and you got $5,000 because that's how much of the property you currently have ownership over.
Nice. She's gonna scratch that.
Apologies, our cat is currently trying to mess up our recording setup.
She likes to try and eat my fucking laptop sometimes.
She does. She's
Oh my god, what she did to you this morning was freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Basically what she did is, while I was watching a video on YouTube and eating my breakfast, which was cheesy popcorn. Great breakfast, very healthy. She decided to jump at my screen, and she ended up pushing the lid all the way down, and all the way down as in not closing it, but opening it all the way. And I was deathly afraid that she would like scratch my screen or ruin it or something, and I would have been yes. So like I was saying, one of the best things to go for in Tank Mayhem are those fences. Blow those things up, you get massive combos off of these fences. They're like the best thing to aim for in this game, you know, because fences are all worth something, and when you get, like, you have a combo of 74 going right now, you're already almost at 100,000 just from these fences alone. And, you know, you're killing it right now. Look at that, 135, you got a combo of over 100. Tank Mayhem, probably, I don't know if I'd say it is the easiest activity in the game, but I'd say it's a contender. There is one or two other activities that I would put right up there in terms of how easy they are. I will say don't get used to the easiness of Tank Mayhem, because there are other activities in this game that can give you a lot of trouble, which we will be seeing later on in the playthrough. But for now, it's pretty chill. There's more fences right there. The other thing to aim for is like those dumpsters and those barrels. And, you know, any individual item is worth something. So when you see a cluster of them together like that, excellent thing to aim for. Yeah, like you're killing it. You're almost at 300,000 already. That right there is a gang operation, which you've just discovered. And if you manage to kill all these enemies right now, you're actually going to get credit for beating the gang operation in the middle of your activity.
That's
so
awesome.
That's another thing you can actually do if you know where a gang operation is and you haven't completed it yet while you're doing an activity, and it's, you know, you can actually, yeah, you can actually incorporate it into your run of the activity.
Oh, come on.
And because it is a tank, it does drive exactly how a tank would control. So you are using tank controls. It's not just a simple go forward, accelerate, decelerate type thing. You actually have to aim the sticks. And then those icons right there, the wrenches, repair your tank. I've never once had my tank take enough damage to actually get destroyed in the middle of this activity, but it can happen. Those tanks are actually worth a lot, but they take about 3 grenades to destroy, so... I'd recommend also firing your minigun at the same time to do some chip damage.
Well, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I recommend saving your minigun only for, like, tanks when you're, like, trying to chip away at them, because it's really not that useful.
Hold on, 1 second. Alright, sorry for that. My dad was calling me and wanting to eat food and go to my grandmother's. So.
Okay, so you're gonna want to get back into the area where all the red target icons are, because that's where the game is. Well, actually, I mean, you're probably close enough, but yeah, you just got it.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so you completed that.
Hello? Alright, so. We're back again. Love my dad. Love him to death, but, you know. He decided to call me several more times and make all these requests, like, oh, can you get these burgers from my house? Oh, can you get these steaks? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, alright, Dad. Okay.
Alright, so one thing I want to point out, actually, is if you look up, you see that guy right... No. You see that guy holding the money?
Yeah, isn't he a bad guy?
Yeah, that's Killbane. We'll be seeing him later, obviously.
Come here, I will whack you with my cock.
But yeah, there's a lot of fun little advertisements around this area of the city. Like you can see.
Where's my
well,
car?
You missed it. I wanted you to turn around. Tits and grits.
I love rim jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Stop!
Yeah, there's a lot of fun little advertisements like that in this game.
Alright.
So
can I just keep doing...
You can either do Pierce's mission, or you can do more of the other activities around the city.
You've been personally selected for a spot on a game show here in town.
Game show? You're not trying to auction me off on some dating thing, are you?
Trust me, you'll love this shit. Meet me and I'll show you.
You better be right.
Actually, before you go do that, I want you to get out and go over to that person with the camera icon. That's another thing that I wanted to discuss briefly.
Okay.
These guys are located all over the city. It's just a photo op. So, because, you know, the Saints are celebrities, there are people, paparazzi, looking around for you to take a picture of you. You get, it's like a collectible basically. You get a small little, you know, cash bonus, respect bonus. You got 1 out of 20. There you go, $1,000. You get one for every photo up around the city, and they are considered part of the collectibles section of the game, along with like the dolls, the money, and the drugs. So, though we haven't seen money and drugs yet, but you'll find them eventually. So yes.
So in everything, there's like.
You can. I'd also recommend buying stores as you come across them, like that one right there. You're right here. May as well buy it so you can take over more of the city.
Okay. So as far as like the drugs and the sex dolls and stuff like that goes, sweet. Are they just kind of like a hide and seek kind of thing?
Yeah,
like,
basically.
So it's just like an extra part of the game to where like you just go around the city. Looking like extra little places, nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like hidden collectibles, the developers were... Actually, I'm not going to talk over this first.
Hello, Steelport, and welcome to Professor Genki's Super Ethical Reality Climax.
Time to see how the game is played.
Fight your way through Professor Genki's Super Sparkle Lab for fun and profit.
Now, with every man, woman, and tiger shot, your prize money goes up. But look out, no one likes it when you shoot a panda.
Unethical.
Once you've collected enough money, the door to the lab opens up and you're free to go.
But if you think it's that easy, you've never seen Genki before.
Oh, and one more thing. On this show, no one gets to take a break. If you want to stay in the fight, be sure to shoot the first aid target.
Good luck. It's murder time, fun time.
So I just have to shoot.
So, yeah, you know Japanese game shows?
Ugh.
Well, Saints Row decided to take it up a notch. So, this is a game show called Murder Time, well, Super Ethical Reality Climax, but Murder Time Fun Time. So yeah, basically you get a pistol to start. You have 3 minutes. You got to make it to the end of this Japanese game show arena, and you have to shoot things along the way. That tiger thing, that right there is a money shot. You get money bonus when you do that. You want to shoot the ethical signs for a bonus, and you want to kill these guys. If you kill 2 mascots within a reasonable amount of time, you start a combo, and then you want to keep killing people to raise your combo up. Every person you kill, you get a bonus for, an increased amount of money you earn. Headshots also give you a bonus. You do not have regenerating health in this section. You need to stay alive and shoot the health posters as you get them. So it does have some challenge to it. You don't get the luxury of hiding and regenerating health. You have to stay alive the whole way. If you die, you lose and you have to start everything over again. There are also traps like these flamethrowers. There are also some shock things eventually. Don't shoot the panda poster. You lose time and money when you shoot a panda poster, because that is unethical. The traps will hurt you and slow you down. That's what they're meant to do. And you've gotten $1,000, so you did unlock the exit. However, you are really pushing it in terms of how much health you have right now. So you're going to want to hurry up and either find a health poster, which is right there. There you go. So you got some health back. And Genki, of course, is the mascot. I love Professor Genki. He's such a character, and he's got all those different quips whenever you shoot something, ethical, unethical. Whenever you get a money shot, he says cash in pocket, like that. When you get health, he says extended reality. You need to run and jump over that. You need to sprint and jump. Watch out. Yeah.
I don't know how to jump.
X.
Oh.
So yeah, don't shoot that poser. But yeah, and there's all sorts of different mascots in here. There's people dressed as furries, people dressed as Johnny Gat, people dressed as soda bottles and hot dogs. You're gonna want to get. Oh, you were right at the exit.
What? Was that the exit right there?
That was the exit right
there. Motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So try again.
God damn it.
Like I said,
All
I
right.
like Professor Genki because I think this is one of the best activities in the game, because not only does it have a fun aesthetic to it, but it is not too hard, but not too easy either. It is very fair in its difficulty, I feel. One piece of advice I do have for Professor Genki is if you do find yourself struggling, it is good to upgrade your weapons in the main game, because any upgrades that your weapons get will be transferred into this game show. Sorry about that, we got interrupted again. So, let's see. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, upgrading your weapons. It's very smart to upgrade your weapons in the main game. If you're having difficulty, you're gonna die, yeah. Another thing worth pointing out is when mascots have weapons in the game, you can actually, you can actually pick their weapons up and use them. So, like, I'd frequently check your weapon wheel if you see... I believe they're only using pistols right now, so you shouldn't have another weapon, but it's good to check every now and again, because you may actually pick up a new weapon here and there without even realizing it.
Damn it, I meant to shoot this.
Yeah, they put that trap there on purpose. It's meant to make sure you're working on your aim and you're always paying attention to, you know, what's popping up. So, money shots are definitely good for increasing your score. There's also a time bonus meter, or a time bonus panel that will give you extended time. My word of advice for this part, since you know, it's giving you a little bit of difficulty, is to just run through and get to the exit now that you've got the score. You want to avoid that sniper at all costs. So I would just, you know, run back and forth so that way he can't get you. There you go. See, you jumped over the plane, or the trap perfectly, and you made it to the end. So, there you go.
Thank God.
And the nice thing about Professor Genki is, unlike other activities like Tank Mayhem, where you don't actually get to keep that huge sum of money, whatever you earn in Genki is transferred directly to you. So you don't just get 1,000, you get the 1,300 that you just earned by doing that. So, there you go. I really like Professor Genki, one of the most fun activities in the game. But, you know, if you're struggling with it, it does take some time to memorize the arenas. And like I said, it is wise to upgrade your guns a little bit if you are having difficulty, because the game will transfer those over.
Oh, so Pierce is a homie now.
Pierce is a homie now because you completed his last tutorial mission. So
Okay.
now, if you check your phone book, he will now appear as a homie, and you can call him in to join you at any time.
Okay.
So now, if you want to go back to the map and zoom out just a little bit, all of those activities are now unlocked for you. However, there are two activities, that one down there, and then go back up. There's another activity up north. In terms of progressing through our playthrough, I'm going to advise that, you know, we not only do missions, but we also do these side activities to take over the city, because this is going to be an almost 100% run. So, you know, I'm going to give you the freedom to choose what activities you do when, what you go after, store buying, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But I will advise you on when's a good time to do a mission, when's a good time to do side activities, just for the sake of progressing through the playthrough. Because I definitely don't want the game to be front-loaded with missions or front-loaded with activities. Likewise, I don't want the game to be us doing all the missions and then saving everything in terms of taking over the city for the very end, because not only will that make getting money more difficult, because it'll take longer for us to get a bigger sum of money, but for the sake of, you know, watching the playthrough, it's going to be very boring just watching us do a million activities all at once, because I'll admit it, the activities are fun to play, not so much fun to watch. I've only ever watched one playthrough of Saints Row 3 in my life, and this was back when the game came out. Not when the game came out, like a year after the game came out, by Uberhaxer Nova, if anyone remembers him. He was the guy that I basically got to experience the game for the first time before playing it myself. But I'll probably tell my story as to how I got invested into Saints Row 3 a little bit later. Just for the sake of when I need something else to talk about. But this is the medium difficulty version of Tank Mayhem. So the other one that you did was actually the hard. This one's supposed to be easier. And you only need 350,000 this time as opposed to 400k. But again, you want to look for those things on the streets. You want to aim for the red targets for sure. And you want to get fences. Fences are your best friend with this game. But like you see those bus stops there, you can get those. And yeah. I do want to show us doing every activity, even if it may get a little repetitive with some of the activities later on, especially the activities that have 6 instances like trafficking and another one that we haven't unlocked yet. But, you know, I do want to show them just for completionist sake, because I want to show off as much of this game as possible. I'm not sure if we're going to do commentary over all of them, because obviously I can only say so much about an activity before, you know, it's like, well, that's all there is to it, you know, play it. And I mean, with you playing it, you're gonna need to focus, especially with some of the more difficult activities later on, because
Yeah.
there
I'm
is.
not gonna do this. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, you're close. You're 25k away. If you can find some stuff to get. 10k away. Oh, you got it. Look at that.
Ooh.
Clutch.
Alright.
Very
Did
clutch.
you just say clutch?
I did.
Ugh.
Also,
In the news.
no. The way that this mayhem works is the activity does not end until your combo runs out. So if you surpass the deadline that you need to get, the game will keep going to see how high of a score you can get.
Okay.
Other activities do not work that way, but I'll point that out when we get to them.
Right. Also, in the news.
And yeah, you also obviously get cash and respect for every activity that you do. So you're already 40% done taking over downtown.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, can I upgrade?
Yeah, go to upgrades. I don't recommend going too hard and spending all your money on upgrades early in the game. I highly recommend that whenever you play this game, you can upgrade your sprint once. I would do that. But go back. Don't do sprint increase 2. You don't need it yet. But go back and go to health. I would upgrade your health once as well. So you get health regen faster. And then you also get your health extended by 25% as well.
Sick.
No, go back. You have to pay for the upgrade too. There you go. So now you have a little more health, a little more sprint, faster regen, which is good. But my advice for anyone playing this game that wants to get everything done, like wants to do it all, go for investing in shops and properties first. You can actually go invest in this property over here. Although be careful with where you aim the camera, because I did have to censor it in part 1 when we went through this area. So oh dear. Yeah, just try to not look directly at... I mean, that's okay. Like, we can get away with that. I'm talking about... Well, that I have to blur. Thank you for making my editing job more difficult. Okay, can you please not do this? I'm going to have to blur the screen.
Excuse me while I bring out my flailing.
Just go buy the property. Also, I love that. It's Dong Schlong Saloon.
You'd eat there.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, look at that ass.
Yeah, look at that rocket.
Jolly Red Rocket. Let me in!
Like I said, with the orange properties, you cannot actually go in them. They are only meant to own so you can get some more hourly income.
I wonder what she's doing.
Good girls kick ass.
She's dying, apparently. Alright, so apologies for that. We got interrupted again. If you want to pull up your map, maybe,
Okay.
and go to map, obviously. And then I would say, what, you got $6,000, you can afford a green... You can afford a green... You can afford a green store and an orange property. So I would just find a green store like that one, go buy it.
It's right by that one, so
Yeah,
that's
you
why
can
I
buy
chose
both
it.
of those. Because again, when you own these
What
properties...
the fuck was she doing? Did you see that?
I did see that. I'm not sure what to make of that.
Put your titties away, you disgrace.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But yeah, so you want to buy properties early on in the game because it will make earning money easier.
Is that my car?
No, that's just a random torch that was parked. Though I think that might have been the car you were chasing after, yeah.
Yeah. Guess who's going the wrong way? Guess who's going the wrong way? Hit me.
Yep. Ooh, you just got wrecked by a bulldog.
Arf.
Yeah, so it just makes things easier because you obviously need money to not only buy more properties, but upgrade your guns, upgrade your cars.
I just like smashing into cars.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, so money is definitely crucial. Also buying clothes as well. So, you know, you want money. Oh,
I fucked up. Hey.
Yeah, a fun little fact, if you actually destroy those newspaper dispensers, money will fall out of it. I think that's a Temptress. Yeah, that's a Temptress right there. Second best car in the game.
The bad girl here.
Oh, and you can do a hostage diversion too.
Okay, let's see if I can actually do this one.
Triangle. There you go. Alright, you gotta go for 78 seconds. I think you can do it though. You're in the second best car in the game, so really the only reason you'd fail this is if you got stuck. which can happen, but you know, as long as you're careful, I don't think you'll have any issues. One cool thing about the Temptress is that it got a major redesign Yeah, go.
No.
Ooh, that was really close. One thing about the Temptress, I think the Temptress in the remastered version got one of the biggest redesigns because it looks very, very different from how it looked in Saints Row 3, especially from the back. I can show a comparison image on screen for you. But yeah, I actually really like this updated Temptress more than the original Temptress. But yeah, I think the Temptress is a good car. I like it more than the Vortex, only slightly, and that's, I mean, you know, the Vortex has slightly better torque, which, you know, but the Temptress does have more HP and can take way more damage. It can actually take more hits than the Atruzione, I believe, so it's a lot bulkier in that department. So if you think your Atruzione's taking too much damage and dying on you too soon, try out a Temptress. It doesn't handle that much differently, just slightly slower, but otherwise it's good on every front.
Oh my god, did I just fucking do it?
2, 1, max respect. So you did it. So you got 500 respect for going for 78 seconds. Like I said, the respect you earn does depend on the amount of time that you go for. So if you get like a 30-second mission, you won't get nearly as much. But yeah, so now the person, if you ever do come to a stop, will get out of the vehicle, but it doesn't matter. So that was the hostage diversion. You do have a challenge in the game for spending enough time doing hostage diversions. I think it's either spending time doing it or completing a hostage diversion successfully. We'll look that up when we eventually go over challenges, but I don't think I'm going to do that for another part or two. So no need to worry about that just yet.
Okay. Also, I'm so sorry that I am not that talkative. I just am really intrigued with this game, and when I'm interested in something, I just pass it. I don't really talk much, so... and also, I would say that I talked a lot in our other playthrough that is currently going
uploading,
on.
so
yeah.
You can say it.
So.
Well.
Thank you. You were great.
Nice. And, yeah, pedestrians obviously drop a couple bucks whenever they die, so.
Right.
So
The
you go.
rusty needle.
Yep. And then if you want to just go that way, you can get the orange property.
Thank you.
Actually, if you want to show off another feature when that's done, we can. Another little side diversion. It doesn't take long. It's only like a minute. You know, you can make it you can make it last as long as you can do it. But somebody's puking. Or maybe he's just digging in the trash. Yeah, he's digging in the trash.
He's eating!
Yeah, he is. Oof.
That actually makes me really sad. There are a lot of people in the world that eat out of dumpsters, and that makes me very, very sad.
You just bought the stick it in. Good job. All right, so let's.
I love how you were laughing at my face and they can't see it.
Yeah, they can.
Is that LeBron?
No, that is Joe Magarak. I believe he's known as the founder of Steelport.
What the fuck?
Steelport obviously is named after steel.
No, really?
Yeah, and that's
so in Stillwater, is the water completely still? It doesn't move at all? It is literally just a block of fucking water?
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna let you believe that. But yeah, that is actually an island you can go to. We won't go to it yet. You can go to it a little bit later. But
Ayo!
Alright, you have an Atruzione, however, I'm gonna need you to have to actually get out of that vehicle if you want to show off this other diversion. Or you can buy that property right there, if you want to do that. I don't know how much money you have. You might have some hourly income in your phone, though, because I think it's been 15 minutes. But, yeah, like I said, most properties in the game are only worth $1,000. Yeah, there you go. You got $3,000. You have an hourly income of $4,000 now because of everything you're buying. But most properties are worth $1,000. I believe, yeah, this one's also worth $1,000. But there are other properties worth $2,000. I think there's some that are worth $4,000. There's definitely some worth $8,000 and $10,000, and there is one in the game that is worth $50,000, which is the most valuable property, obviously. But you get like $5,000 bonus in your hourly income when you buy that property, so definitely worth it.
Right.
If you want to do me a solid and actually not get in a car, but go in front of another pedestrian's car, like behind you. If you want to go ahead and jump on top of that, like literally just jump on top of it and stay on it, obviously. But yeah, jump on top and then wait and press triangle. All right, now you can do vehicle surfing. So you're basically just trying to balance yourself and stay on the vehicle as long as possible. The longer you stay on the vehicle, the more respect you earn. As you can see that meter in the top right that's essentially rising up. And you got, 12.3 seconds, so you got a little respect for that. That's just another fun side diversion you can do.
Mad respect, bro.
Yeah. Okay, well, you just answered a cell phone, so I guess we can do this and then we'll end the part off. So basically you'll get a phone call. I believe there's 26 of these in the game. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, did you cancel out of your animation? You might have done that. That right there I believe is a street sweeper.
No, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, the scrubber. That's a street sweeper. I could be wrong, but I think it's the slowest vehicle in the game. I could be wrong. I'll double check. Actually, no, I don't think it's the slowest. That looked like it was going faster than your actual, like, cement mixer or truck. But, are you stuck?
No, I'm just power cleaning right in this spot.
Okay. One fun thing about the street sweeper, if we ever get to customizing one of those, you can actually deck it out with spikes, and it looks really badass.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
I feel bad for
you get phone calls every so often in the game asking you to go help somebody, and it's basically a survival type deal where you're going to be attacked by a wave or a couple waves of enemies, and you just need to kill them all. Like I said, there's like 26 of them, I think. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to drive across the bridge. But yeah, so I'm sure as we're actually doing all of this, you can see why I wanted to explain so many things and why, I like this game, because there's a lot to do. A lot of people complain about Steelport not being a very interesting map, and I will agree that Stillwater is much better, not that you know what that's like, but you're going to want to use the bridge. I mean, you can swim if you want, but it's slower. And another nice thing in the game is whenever you fall in water, there's a warp to shore feature that will take you straight to the shore. So, you don't have to worry about swimming to get somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, do you want to go do that survival real quick? Alright guys, actually because something actually came up, we're going to have to end the part here. So unfortunately we aren't going to show off what the survival is like, and it just despawned anyways. So, sorry about that, we'll show that off another time. But thank you guys so much for watching this part. I hope you enjoyed. We had a blast. Did you have a blast?
I did.
What was your favorite thing you did?
Smacking bitches with my big purple schlong.
Okay. Did you enjoy the tank mayhem?
Oh yeah, that was actually really fun. I do enjoy that quite a lot.
What about Professor Genki?
No.
You don't enjoy that?
No.
I think you'll enjoy it more if you get some better weapons and you get better at the game. But I mean, are you gonna end this with killing the police?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you might want to blow up his vehicle. Almost. Another thing is vehicles do have weaker spots. If you aim at a vehicle's hood, it will take more damage than if you don't.
What about a gas tank?
Well, no. You want to aim at the hood where the engine is. That's the best place to aim a vehicle.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. We had a blast, and we will see you guys in the next part.